Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Our last time out, Galion, and this feels like forever ago because I actually did that game, beat Pleasant 52-43.
That was before Christmas, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I can't believe that was their last game, but obviously a long layoff for them. Do you think that has any effect here?
We'll just jump down to our final key to the game, but it becomes the main key. Who's going to come off that week-long layoff in better shape? Who's going to be rusty and who's going to be ready to go? You know, these teams practice, obviously, during the holiday break. They get a little time off. But one key is, you know, which has the holiday hangover and which team doesn't. Galion has to contain Carson Smith. He averages 22.5 points and 7 rebounds a game. Seen a couple of his games this year and last year. When he gets hot, boy, he makes that team go. As far as other role players for River Valley, you know, they've got Chase Ebert, who's a quarterback on the football team, kind of plays the point guard. Aiden Kenny, Chase Smith. They got a bunch of other kids. So, you know, they've got some depth as well. As far as Galion goes, Cooper Kent averages 18.5 a game, but they've also got Elijah Chafin. They are a good 1-2 punch for Galion. They played together last year, and I haven't really seen them much this year, but I have a feeling those two guys are going to do some stuff before this year gets over. It's January. The tournaments aren't that far away. I think both of these teams are going to begin to gear up and play better as we get deeper into January.
You look at Galion, led by head coach Tyler Sanders now, with a record of 5-2 in the Mid-Ohio Athletic Conference, 4-1.
Coach the Crestline did a really nice job there, sort of rebuilding their program the last 4 or 5 years. Stepped away, and now he's at a bigger school in Galion.
Yeah, and that's always the goal as a coach, right? Continue to move up, and he's obviously at a bigger school now, and a lot tougher competition within the MOAC.
And I can tell you, those kids loved playing for him the last few years. I covered a few of their games, and he had a really good rapport with them. I'm sure he's working to develop that same type of thing here with Galion. And the MOAC is a much tougher conference than the ones that Crestline and some of those smaller schools play in. So, this is a step up for him and for I think, for Galion's program.
And with that, they won 4 straight. They beat Ontario, Highland, Pleasant, Lucas. They averaged 56 points a game, basically allowing that as well defensively, shooting 32% from the three-point line, 67% overall from the free throw line. So they have some stuff to work with there. But again, have they played a player of the caliber of a Carson Smith?
Yeah, I don't know.
But they go up against Cooper Kent in practice every day, too.
They do. But, as you know, it's not always the same when you're playing against your teammates. But I think Carson Smith will challenge them. I saw him against Harding. He can shoot the 3. He can go inside. So we'll see what Coach Brown wants to do for River Valley and what Coach Sanders counters. Sometimes it becomes a chess match. 2 veteran coaches, so we'll probably see some substituting, some things like that going on. And, of course, we've always got that new foul rule, which we'll get into once the game starts. We don't want to jump the shark on that, but that can become a factor as well. We've seen it already this year.
Yeah, we just saw the Cooper Kent stat there, almost shooting 40% from beyond the arc. That's kind of outrageous, I think.
It is.
But on the other hand, Carson Smith averaging 22 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, as you said. He also has the 2.5 steals.
And the one game that you covered, I think, didn't Elijah Chapin go for 41?
That was right before.
That was the game before that.
Yeah.
At the end of December.
But when they get hot.
Yeah, all those kids. I mean,
threes.
when they get the hot shooting hand, there's some kids that can fill it up for both sides from the 3. So we could have some high-scoring game here, or we could end up with something where they shut each other down and end up with something in the 40s. But I'm more leaning toward a high-scoring game.
Speaking of high scoring, River Valley, led by head coach Rodney Brown, 5-3 in the overall, 3-2 within the MOAC. 2-3 following a 3-0 start. They played some tough teams in there. All 3 losses by 6 points or less. So you consider Harding in there, along with Shelby, who in this building, last 0.4 seconds in that corner over there.
Yeah.
There's a questionable foul call against the Vikings, who were just less than a second away from beating Shelby here at River Valley. As far as them, they average 30 rebounds a game and almost 11 offensive rebounds a game. That's pretty astronomical.
Yeah, that could be a telltale sign as well as we get underway. Who does a better job on the glass? So we see the officials. It's a veteran crew. I recognize them from some other games, so hopefully we'll have a good officiated game as well as a well-played game.
And that we shall. And that's going to end our pregame show here on WQEL, along with the OH report. We're going to take a timeout for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and first quarter action here in Caledonia. You're listening to high school boys basketball here on WQEL and the OH report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news. Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Back here on WQEL, along with streaming on the OH Report, Jared Moore alongside Anthony Conchel here from River Valley High School in Caledonia. And the Vikings and Tigers set the tip off here in just a few moments. We'll go ahead.
Close drive for us.
Yeah.
and we need to shout out to Travis Stout and his folks at River Valley, making plenty of room for us at the table and making it feel right at home because we are close to home.
I can handle that.
I can
for
too.
Sure. Not a long drive at all, but here we are in Caledonia. And we'll go ahead and give tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Galion Tigers, and that would be led by a 6-foot senior guard, number 1, Kellen Fusion. A 6'3" senior forward, number 10, Stephen Glue. A 6'3" senior guard, number 12, Cooper Kent. A 6-foot senior, number 22, Cody Mason. And a 6-foot junior, number 23, Quinn Miller. Now for the home River Valley Vikings, it is a 6'4" senior, number 0, Carson Smith. A 6'2" junior, number 1, Sawyer Weston. A 6-foot junior, number 4, Chase Ebert. A 6'1" sophomore, number 5, Chase Smith. And a 6'3" senior, number 21, Aiden Kenny. Just about set for tip-off here.
We've got a good crowd here, Jared. We got the student section over there, pretty full, and both sides of the gym, I'd say about 90% full.
Yeah, the parking lot was extremely full, and this tip's going to go to the Vikings, and it'll be Weston here, right wing, feeds it off to Smith, tries a 3 right off the bat, off the heel, no good, and the rebound down to Stephen Glue here for the Tigers. So Carson Smith right off the bat misses a 3. It'll be Cooper Kent feeding it over to Fusion. Backdoor cut to Cooper Kent off the glass and in. Galion with the 2-0 lead. 7.5 to play here first quarter. Walking in across the timeline here is Chase Ebert. Working on the left wing, gets a screen. Now dumps it in to Kenny. On the block, Kenny turns around, lays it up and in. Aiden Kenny, the first 2 points for River Valley, and we're tied at 2. 7:10 to play here first quarter. Stephen Glue driving the length of the floor to the free throw line. Stops, feeds it over to Fusion on the wing. Fusion skips it here near side corner to Miller. Miller walks it back out, sets up the offense, and now it's taken away here by Ebert. Driving left of the lane, Ebert off the glass and in with the right hand for Chase Ebert, and the Vikings have a 42 lead. Stephen Glue across the timeline here for Galion. To Fusion, out to Miller, taken away here by Kenny, dumps it back in to Carson Smith, who lays it in. First 2 points for Carson Smith, and it's 6-2. River Valley on top, 6.5 to play here first quarter. As Kent slows it up here for the Tigers. Feeds it over right wing to Miller. Miller, ball above his head. Now the double team comes, skips it up top of the key. Fusion tries a 3 and banks it off, no good. And the rebound into the hands here of Weston for River Valley, and they'll quickly try to get it ahead and turn it over. That's the first turnover for the Vikings. Galion with 2 so far here in the early going.
Pretty quick pace so far, Jerry. Both teams seem to want to get up and down the floor and see which one can execute better.
6-2, River Valley on top. 6:11 to play here first quarter. River Valley coming out here in a 1-2-2 press, maybe a 2-2-1 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cooper Kent decides he's going to take it himself, banks it off, no good. Offensive rebound by Stephen Glue, and we're going to have a foul underneath here on the floor. And it'll be Galion basketball from right to the backboard. A foul on Sawyer Weston, his first, team's first. With 5:57 to play here in the opening quarter. River Valley leading 6-2. Stephen Glue stops on the right wing. Feeds it over, right point to Kent. Kent takes a couple dribbles, now hands it off to Miller on the left side towards half court. Now back over to Fusion left wing, and in the near side corner to Cody Mason. Mason, first time he's touched the basketball tonight, and then turns it over into the hands of Weston, who drives and lays it in. Points off of turnovers here for the Vikings. They lead at 8-2. Timeout on the floor, 5:35 to play here first quarter. You listen to high school basketball on WQEL and the OH Report.
Hey, John.
There are a lot of auto
They say we're going in and out. They're listening.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Jared Moore alongside Anthony Conchal as River Valley holds an 8-2 lead over Galion and points off of turnovers so far for the Vikings.
Yeah, so far it's been River Valley getting a couple of quick steals, and I think Galion will settle down. They're not usually a team that turns the ball over a lot. At least I don't think they have been. A lot of pressure here by River Valley.
Stephen Glue walking it up the middle of the floor, gets across the timeline at the Viking logo, feeds it near side corner. This is Kent, tries a three and drains it. Off the assist from Stephen Glue. Now it'll be Weston, middle of the paint. Lets it fly, can't get it to connect. Offensive rebound inside by Kenny. Turns around, he can't get it to fall either. And River Valley up with the 8-5 lead. But Galion with the basketball, left wing, and it'll be Miller. Left wing over to Mason, near side corner. That's Fusion, tries a three, drains it, and we're tied. After Cohen, Fusion drills the three, and we're tied at 8. And then on the other end, taking the lead, River Valley once again off the back of Chase Smith with a three himself, and it's 11-8. River Valley on top. Stephen Glue in the backcourt, 4.5 to play first quarter. Feeds it over to Kent. Kent across the timeline to Fusion. Far side wing. Now stops on the block. Back to Kent. Drains a three. No. Off the heel, missed.
Smith with the rebound.
And driving and laying it up, no good, is Chase Ebert. And we'll have a foul underneath on the floor. Now another three attempt. In and out for Carson Smith. And then the offensive rebound by Aiden Kinney, but he'll turn it over. The steal here from Miller. It'll be River Valley's second turnover of the game. Galion with the basketball. Fusion high on the left. Tries to feed it over to Glue, and it's off the foot here of Carson Smith. And I guess Coach Brown's going to take a timeout. We'll take one as well. River Valley 11, Galion 8, 3:46 to play first quarter. You listen to high school basketball on WQEL and the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
On top of Galion. Galion with the basketball here near side, coming out of the timeout.
Both teams wanting to shoot the three-pointer tonight.
And Chafin comes off the bench. And right away almost turns it over, but Sawyer Weston right on his back. Chafin drives on the block, has it tipped out of his hands, out of bounds, off of Chafin's foot. Back to the Vikings it goes.
Third turnover for Galion. Yeah, Chafin usually starts, so maybe he's just
something. Yeah.
Maybe just the coach shaking up the lineup a little bit after the break. Coaches like to do that once in a while.
Smith, 10-footer, no. Tips his own rebound to himself. Now drives, baseline, goes up and blocked and fouled. And Carson Smith to the free throw line.
Smith, a 6'4" senior. He's not afraid to.
He will throw it down if given a chance.
Can shoot from the outside or go inside.
First free throw attempts of the night, and the first one rattles in here for Carson Smith.
I was reading one of the Columbus publications online, and they were saying River Valley has a real good chance in the Central District, so we'll see. Makes the second.
Carson Smith makes the second. He's got 4, and it's 13-8, River Valley on top. Chafin behind the back in the backcourt. Lobs it over to Stephen Glue, almost out of bounds. Glue tracks it down and gets across the timeline, drives, lays it up and in. Stephen Glue, a nice drive. His first 2, and it's 13-10, River Valley. Now Weston floats it up and in.
Coach Sanders wanted a traveling call.
It was close.
It didn't happen.
But it's 15-10 River Valley with 2:45 to play here in the first quarter. Fusion left wing, guns a 3 off the right side, lips in and out, and the rebound defensively here for Chase Ebert. And he'll drive the length of the floor and lay it in. And it's 17-10 River Valley. It'll be Kent handing it off to Chafin. Stops on the left point. He'll try a 3 and hit. Elijah Chafin with his first 3-point basket. And it's 17-13 River Valley on top. And
River Valley
just back and forth we go
don't
for
look
3.
Away.
Xavier Hensel drains it, and it's 20-13. River Valley on top.
I said I was expecting a high-scoring game, and so far it's living up to that.
20-13 here in the first quarter. Still 2 minutes to play.
Good crowd on a Thursday night, and they're going to hopefully see a really good game.
Kent high on the right, drives it to the elbow, kicks it near side corner. This is a 3-ball and missed by Dominic Capretta. Rebound comes down. Carson Smith, he'll try a 3 and hit. He cannot leave Carson Smith open. Gets the rebound, goes the length of the floor, stops on the left wing and hits it.
He's got 7.
23-13 River Valley with a 10-point advantage. Fusion driving left of the lane, off the glass and in. Going Fusion. And it's 23-15 River Valley on top. Ebert to Hensel, right wing. Swings it over to Weston. Weston drives middle of the paint. Now on the left block, he'll be a charge here against Weston and River Valley. That is their 3rd turnover of the game.
Yep.
That's his 2nd foul, so he'll step aside for a moment.
I think we were in the 3rd quarter of the Carl Crawford game before we were 23 points, and we're here in the minute.
Do you see a difference between the MOAC and the N10, though?
I do. It's a very big difference. Not saying one's better or worse, but
there's a defensive mindset in the N10. It seems like there's an offensive mindset in the MOAC.
2 very different styles.
Yeah. N10's going to kind of, almost like a football game of ground and pound, grind it out a little bit.
Yes, sir.
MOAC is more of a run-and-gun offense.
I'll say from a stat-keeping perspective, you got to be ready.
Yes, you do. As Kent, one-handed pass into the corner off of Capretta and out of bounds.
4 turnovers for Galion, and Coach Sanders tells his team you're over-dribbling.
Yeah, and he'll listen to that later, too, because he told us that he was listening the other night.
The whole building can hear him. I'm not keeping any secrets. I know Tyler. He'll be fine with it.
Pass inside here for River Valley to Kenny. He can't get it to fall. Stephen Glue then gets the rebound and turns it over. And then another 3-ball here for River Valley for Chase Ebert. No good. Carson Smith tries it again, drains it. My gosh, he's not even hitting the rim. And it's 26-15.
And he's got 10.
Now another turnover here by the Tigers.
That's going to do it.
And that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. It's River Valley 26, Galion 15. You're listening to high school basketball on WQEL and the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Fast-paced quarter, and right out of the gate, Galion's going to turn it over. Smith, step back. This is a 2, and he hits. Carson Smith with a quick 12 now, and it's 28-15. Chafin to Kent, near side corner, tries a 3 off the side of the backboard and out of bounds. Last touched by River Valley. Off the hands of Aiden Kinney.
I don't know if Galion can keep up this pace with River Valley, the way they're hitting shots and getting up and down the floor.
And we talked about, cooling off Carson Smith. So far, he's on fire to start this game. And once again, another turnover taken away here by Kinney. Driving the length of the floor lane and off the glass and in. And Coach Tyler Sanders is beside himself. It's 30-15, River Valley on top, 7.5 to play first half. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Galion, 7:30 to play here in the first half, and Coach Tyler Sanders not happy during that timeout.
No, he was a little upset with his team.
They're turning the ball over, and it's leading to quick points.
They're
for
playing
River
right
Valley.
into River Valley's hands, and he was letting his team know that they've got to change something because it's not going to continue. They're already down 15. And Galion's too good of a team to do that. They've got to play smarter.
It will be Fusion on the far side, and he's hacked and fouled here by Chase Ebert. So Galion will inbound it from the far side. That's the first foul here of the quarter. First one on Chase Ebert as well. Glue to throw it in. Looking, still looking. Just heaves it on the other corner and out of bounds.
Coach Brown was the closest person to that ball, so is that 8 turnovers for Galion?
That's what I have.
And 3 for River Valley.
Adam, you got 10? He's not as nice. He gave him 10.
Adam's hardcore with the stats on here.
I know. Look at him over here. He's got
nice,
got the R.
Nice young guy. He's
whatever you call it, the Wi-Fi thing.
Yeah, we give the teams a little bit of love. We're getting some feedback from some of our listeners in Marion County tonight. Some of my friends are tuning in, so it's good to know we're reaching some folks here in Marion County.
Smith off the heel this time just a little bit. And Cooper Kent there to corral the rebound here for Galion. They'll feed it to Glue inside, off the glass, no good. Carson Smith flies in for the rebound. And another 3 attempt, no good. Tracked down in a corner this time for River Valley. And laying it up and in is Sawyer Weston for 2.
Weston has 6 points.
Big Kent.
Coach Sanders imploring his team to move. They're just kind of standing around and not getting much motion on this set offense.
And they'll miss another shot inside, corralled by Kinney here defensively. 32-15. Smith thought about a 3, drives instead, lays it off the glass, too strong. Capretta with the rebound for Galion, feeds it ahead to Kent. He lays it up too soft that time for Cooper Kent. Kenny once again clears it out for the Vikings. Ebert drives and is fouled.
Kenny doing a good job. I've got him unofficially with 4 rebounds. So.
Yep, I have those as well. 2 offense, 2 defense.
Got it.
Trying a new stat system here tonight, Anthony, so not sure how it's going, but.
I've got the rebounds 11-6 for River Valley.
Yes, they do have the advantage through and through. And missing the shot from the near side here. Number 33, Jackson Cola. Is that who you have? Yep.
I don't know who it is.
There's a JV 33, so I'm going to just go with it.
Cola, okay.
Cola.
I will check.
32-15. River Valley with the lead. 5.5 to go here first half. Capretta, far side corner to Miller. Tries a 3. Too strong once again, and flying in for that rebound once again is Kinney. Kinney lobs it into Smith. Near side corner. Back to Kulola. Tries to lob it inside, and it goes into the hands of Weston, who will throw it out of bounds. And last touch by River Valley. So River Valley with their 4th turnover. 32-15. As you mentioned, they are out-rebounding Galion 12-6. And Galion's leading the turnover department, though, with 10. Still a River Valley 32-15 lead with 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Right wing. It'll be Chase Smith lobbing it over to Kinney, who turns around and drains it to make it a 34-15 lead.
Pretty shot by Kenny.
4:40 to play. Capretta near side to Chafin on the wing. Tries a 3 and hits. They got to get Elijah Chafin going. And it makes it a 34-18 River Valley advantage with 4.5 to go here first half. Far side corner, it's Weston. Driving to the paint, kicks it near side corner, and airmailing it into the hands of Kinney, though, on the backside rebound. He'll have it near or far side corner to Smith. Carson Smith, another 3. My gosh, and hits.
Smith.
He's got 15.
Yeah. We said at the outset, if he gets hot, River Valley's a tough team to beat. They've got a comfortable lead right now.
37-18. River Valley with the lead. 19-point advantage. It'll be Miller on the right wing here for Galion. Miller between the legs, defended here by Kinney. Now swings it over to Kent. Kent spins around, goes baseline, spins back, free throw extended, dumps it down to Stephen Glue. Right block, no good. And a rebound down to Kinney here for the Vikings. Quickly ahead. And laying it in is Chase Smith this time for 2. Got the shot fake, defender in the air, drove past him and laid it in. That's 39-18, River Valley on top. Cooper Kent behind the back, almost taken away by Chase Smith. We're going to have a foul here against the Vikings.
Frank Nelson Fusion into the game for Galion, and Chase Ebert into the game for the Vikings.
Chase Ebert.
Substitutions, both teams.
Into the game for River Valley. And Quinn Miller sits down along with Stephen Glue for Galion. It'll be Capretta, Fusion, Mason, Kent, as well as Chafin, who drives, is blocked and out of bounds. Last touch by Galion.
So Smith has 15 points, 3 rebounds, and a block. And we're still in the first half.
And River Valley leads it 39-18, under 3 minutes to play here, first half. Ebert walks it up the left side of the floor. He has it working on the wing. Stops, left elbow extended, kicks it out to Chase Smith, back to Ebert on the wing. Ebert drives into the paint, scoops it up with the right hand, no good, but it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by River Valley. 2:34 left here, second quarter. They'll back off the pressure. It'll be Chafin dumping it over to Mason, lobbing it back to Kent. Left wing, a three, and an out. And flying up, he's got another rebound.
That's 8. Yep.
For Aiden Kinney. And Carson Smith again drains a three from the left point. And he's got 18, and it's 42-18. He has as many points as the Tigers. Here with 2 minutes still to play. Kent's going to try a three. Leaves it short. Falls off the backside of the rim. The Fusion goes up and an out for Fusion. And once again, Kinney there with the rebound. Quickly gets it ahead to Chase Smith. Lays it in from right of the rim. What an outlet pass from Aiden Kinney. Coach Tyler Sanders again upset. He's going to take a timeout. It's River Valley 44, Galion 18, 1:49 to go first half. You're listening to high school basketball on WQEL and the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
We talked about it in our keys to the game. Carson Smith with 18 points here.
Yeah, we said he would if he got hot, and he's been red hot. And you know, it's not like even Galion is playing that poorly defensively, except for the turnovers. But he's just been red hot, and on the boards, I mean, Kenny is just dominating.
And that's one thing. I mean, Chase Smith going the length of the floor, gets an easy lay-in off the outlet pass from Kenny. And River Valley in control here. It'll be Capretta right elbow, back to Fusion right point. Fusion spins around, goes baseline on the block by Carson Smith. What else can't he do tonight? Gets a block.
He doesn't have an assist or a steal yet. He may get that yet.
He does have one steal.
He does have one.
At least according to my stat sheet.
Well, that's correct.
It could be wrong.
No. This one I missed, this frenetic pace, my stat keeping can't keep up with this.
Fusion and almost turns it over. Tries to split through the defense, and this time he's fouled.
You know, Galion, and I know they're trying to catch up, but they seem to be almost going at too frenetic of a pace. You said something about getting Chafin involved with the three, or maybe Kent. They're really rushing things right now. In an effort to catch up when you're down by 25 or 26 on the road, you've got to be in a hurry, but not that big of a hurry.
It'll be Kent up the middle of the floor, over to Fusion on the wing. Drives to the elbow, spins, lays it off the glass, no good. Carson Smith flying in for the rebound once again here for River Valley. He's got 18. He tries it from the volleyball line and airballs it. Maybe you're testing out your luck just a little bit.
That one was a little bit out of even his range, I think.
Still a 44-18 advantage. And, I mean, when you're hot, right?
Yeah, but you got to be within your range.
Chafin tries it within his range, and it's off the heel, no good. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Kent. Turns around, tries a three, and nothing happening there, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by River Valley. 44-18, River Valley on top. 45 seconds to play here. First half. Left wing, it'll be Fusion. Throws a pass over far side corner. Picked up by Kill Longwell. Now he'll find Cooper Kent on the wing. Kent hands it off. Top of the key, Chafin. Step back, 3, connects. Elijah Chafin with 9. That's 44-21. River Valley leading Galion with 15 seconds to play here first half. Ebert gets a screen from Smith. Lobs it back to Smith. Smith drives it, loses it, into the hands of Chafin. Chafin, top of the key, 4 seconds left in the half. Scoops it up, got it, and a foul. Elijah Chafin starting to take a little bit of control here late in this first half.
You called that.
Got the steal and then drives it the length of the floor and lays it in, and he's fouled. And it's 44-23 with 2.8 seconds on the clock.
Sometimes a kid like that comes off the bench and he does better than when he starts.
And Coach Brown's going to take a timeout. Let's take one as well. 44-24, 2 seconds left here in the first half. River Valley on top. We'll be back.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Back here on WQEL and the OH Report, River Valley leading 44-24. 2.8 seconds. And what do you think Coach Brown's calling here out of the timeout? They got to go the length of the floor.
Well, maybe throw one long and let Carson throw it up from about half court.
Well, he's standing basically on his own baseline. Chase Ebert. They'll throw it in a half court. Carson Smith with it. 1 second. Lets it fly and leaves it short.
Got a good look.
And that takes us to the end of the first half, where River Valley holds control the entire way. They lead at 44-24. Stay tuned. We'll have more of the halftime show here on WQEL.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
After 2 quarters play, and in large part, I mean, we've said it enough. Carson Smith with 18 points.
18
He's
points,
hitting threes from all over the parking lot.
four rebounds, 2 blocks, a steal. He's probably selling popcorn out there at the concession stand at halftime. He's done everything. And for Galion, I mean, like we said, they're not playing terrible. Chafin came in off the bench, and he's got 12 points, mainly on threes. So, you know, they're down 20. It's not an insurmountable lead, but it's going to be tough for them to come back.
Large part to the turnovers. They have 10 turnovers, but another large part would be River Valley's out-rebounding Galion 17-8.
And at least 9 of those belong, or 8 of those belong to Kenny. He just absolutely dominated the glass, both offensively and defensively. And yeah, you get turnovers to points, you get rebounds to points, and you know, Galion's just got to play a little smarter, take a little better care of the basketball, and maybe they can kind of claw their way back into this game. You got, Coach Sanders is a veteran coach. I'm sure they talked about what they did wrong. He certainly was coaching them from the sidelines in the first half, and I'm sure that continued at halftime. But, look, they're a good team. They both got 5 wins. It isn't like one of these teams is, at the bottom of the MOAC. They're both, in the top half of the league. So I expect Galion to make a run to come back here unless River Valley just continues to drain threes and get up and down the floor, then maybe not.
They saw some success, like you mentioned, with Elijah Chafin there late in the half. I think you got to rely on your 2 main guys, Elijah Chafin and Cooper Kent.
Yep.
And find ways to get them the basketball. And I'm sure Coach Sanders was in there preaching about that at half.
And I'm one of these guys that, hey, I like the 3-point shot, but if it's not going in, don't force it. Work the ball inside and get some 2s. Don't chuck up 3s every time down court. And we'll see if they follow that or if they just, try to get back. Sometimes you try to get back in in too big a hurry, and a 20-point becomes a 30-point deficit. And you don't want to see Galion do that. So we'll see. It should be a good second half. We set a pretty good crowd here on a Thursday night. And we got games tomorrow and Saturday. And
all over the place. We're everywhere, Anthony.
We're in January, and I'm already thinking about February and tournaments.
You're thinking about
traveling and, good venues. And
we'll get there eventually. But we're right here in Caledonia. Where else would you rather be?
We're as close to home as it gets for us, and we enjoy that. And we're glad we have some Marion County listeners tonight. We're getting a couple of texts and feedbacks from folks who are listening down here, and we appreciate it.
44-24, River Valley at the half. Stay tuned. We'll have third quarter action coming up next here on WQEL and the OH Report.
Wouldn't it be nice?
And yes, that was me Brown dozing.
This is Rob Luss. 35
Ask him.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Time for the start of the second half. 44-24, River Valley on top with the basketball. It'll be Ebert on the right side, and he's just going to try to lay it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound once again, your boy Kenny. There's Chase Smith, a three off the heel, no good. And Stephen Glue comes down with it for Galion. Quickly ahead, a three ball. Quinn Miller from the corner, no good. And rebound slapped out of there by Chase Ebert, but he will travel. Once again, some fast-paced action here. Aiden Kinney now with double-digit rebounds for the Vikings. 44-24. Galion with the basketball, working left to right. It'll be Chafin on the wing. Gets the start here in the second half, and then slips and falls, but we're going to have a foul here against Carson Smith.
Carson reaches down and helps him up. Nice little sportsmanship there. Didn't mean to knock him down.
That'll be his first foul. Team's first here of the quarter. Wide open. Miller underneath. A little quick trigger there. Lays it off the left side. No good. Stephen Glue, though, the offensive rebound and put back up and in for Stephen Glue. He's got 4. Give him an offensive rebound, and it's 44-26. River Valley with the lead. 7:10 to go third quarter. It'll be Ebert, left point, swinging it in, near side corner to Smith. It'll be Chase Smith, lobbing it back out, taken away by Fusion. Fusion into the front court, gives it over to Kent, lays it off the glass and in. Cooper Kent. 2 turnovers by the Vikings here.
Yeah.
And this one's not going to bounce by Galion, so the ball stays here with the Vikings.
Only had 5 in the first half and 2 already in the first minute and 7 seconds. So
Cooper Kent now with 7 points. Well below his average. Still almost 2 quarters to play, though, with 6:50 to play here, third quarter. And we're going to have a foul here on the floor, and it's go against Galion. It'll be Cooper Kent. Little push.
Second foul.
Trying to come out through a screen.
Yeah, second foul on Kent.
First here of the quarter. Ebert to lob it in. Finds Weston. The left wing, back to Ebert, near side corner. Goes left elbow, lays it up, no good, and the rebound comes down to Stephen Glue, who has 6. Glue tries to get it ahead, and it's kicked here by Chase Smith. It's Glue, Kent, Chafin, Miller, and Fusion on the floor for Galion. For the Vikings, it's Chase and Carson Smith, Chase Ebert, Sawyer Weston, and Aiden Kinney. 44-28. River Valley with the lead, 6.5 to play third quarter. Galion with the basketball. They'll swing it to Miller in the corner. Left wing to Fusion. He tries a 3 and can't connect again. There's Carson Smith for the rebound for the Vikings. Pushing it up the right side. Lets it fly. And in and out on a 3 ball. He will fight for the rebound, but a nice hustle play by Cooper Kent, who pulls it away. Gets it ahead to Chafin here for Galion. Middle of the paint. Chafin turns around. Blocked by Kinney. Into the hands here of Chase Ebert for the Vikings. Left wing to Chase Smith, near side corner. Carson Smith tries a 3. It's off the backside, no good. There's Cooper Kent for the rebound. Lobs it near side corner to Miller for Galion. Back out top of the key. Chafin tries a 3. Off the heel, no good. Cold shooting so far here in this third quarter. Cooper Kent, the offensive rebound for Galion. Left wing, it'll be Chafin trying to get out of some tough defense there by Chase Ebert, and Ebert reaches in for the foul. That'll be the third foul here on River Valley, or second of the quarter. Second on Ebert as well. 44-28. Chafin in the backcourt now, crosses over across the timeline. High on the right, Chafin towards the Viking logo now, picks up his dribble, swings at Miller here on the right wing, kicks it top of the key to Glue. Glue drives inside, poked away by Carson Smith. Smith now loses it. Into the hands, now back into the hands of Chase Smith, and lays it in. Chase Smith from right of the rim. Now far side corner, Chafin fakes a 3. It's 46-28, and now Carson Smith quickly ahead, gives it over to Weston right block, who's stripped, and it'll be knocked out of bounds, last touched by Galion.
Third steal for Smith, 13 turnovers unofficially for the Tigers.
Chase Smith over to Weston here, left wing. Lobs it down on the left block to Kinney. Kinney backing this defender down, kicks it, far side corner. Chase Smith tries a three, leaves it off the right side, no good. Cooper Kent the rebound here for Galion. Kicks it near side corner to Chafin. We're going to have a charge here against Cooper Kent.
Another turnover.
Third foul on Kent. Second foul of the quarter. Galion with 13 or 17 turnovers.
I
have 13.
I have 14, so we're close. This has been a fast-paced game. Smith.
Carson Smith off the right side, and it is ice cold in this gym right now. Miller, Euro step in the lane, floats it up, no good. Offensive rebound up and in for Cooper Kent. And Coach Sanders takes a timeout. His team is within 16 here. It's 46-30, 4:16 to play third quarter. You're listening to high school basketball here on WQEL and the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
On top of Galion with 4:16 left here in the third quarter.
A little bit of a run there by Galion to try to cut into the lead, but
Yeah, they've outscored River Valley 6-2 here in the quarter.
still got some work to do. But River Valley only 2 points in almost 4 minutes.
Chase Ebert goes middle of the paint, and he's hacked and fouled. Probably see a little bit more driving here for River Valley as they've kind of going cold from beyond the arc. Both
Yep.
teams really here in this second half have
Right.
not been able to hit many shots. And so Chase Ebert at the line here for the Vikings. First one is up and in.
Ebert with 5.
Second one, good as well.
He's got 6 along with Kenny and Weston.
So it's 48-30, River Valley with the lead. Big Glue, high on the left over to Chafin. Chafin, top of the key now. Ball above his head, swings it far side corner. This is Longwell who tries a three. And once again, guess who? Aiden Kinney for the rebound. Weston driving, laying it up, no good, but a foul. And Sawyer Weston heads to the free throw line here for River Valley.
That fell from Longwell, but Sawyer Weston's the line.
So Galion's gone 8 deep and River Valley 7 deep so far.
We did get a name for number 33.
Yes, we did. We were calling him something else, but we
It's
found
Carter
out.
Myers.
Carter Myers. So,
River Valley 5 of 5 from the free throw line here tonight. Second one here for Weston is good as well. Make it 6 of 6.
yeah, Coach Brown will be happy with that stat if it keeps up.
50-30, River Valley with the lead. 3.5 to play here, third quarter. They'll be Chafin high on the left, almost from the volleyball line, and drains it. From another zip code, Elijah Chafin, and then Carson Smith calms them down a little bit, splits through the defense and lays it in. He's got a game-high 20 points. Chafin, though, not far behind.
We can just let Chafin and Carson just get out there and shoot the ball and let everybody else watch.
A fight for the rebound and a jump ball. Possession.
Looks like over the back to me.
What do you think? Was it over the back?
I didn't get a good look at it, but the Galion fans behind us certainly think it was.
Adam says no.
Well,
I think it was a good call.
I'm going to go with Adam because he's not got a vested interest the way the Galion faithful do. At least I don't think he does. Who knows?
It'll be Glue, near side corner out to Kent, right wing. Kent to the free throw line, and this will be a foul here against Chase Smith.
Smith and Kent were kind of, I don't want to say throwing forearms, but it looked a little.
It was back and forth.
Yeah, it was a little bit almost WWE. They were going to start throwing some stuff, but fortunately the referee whistled it. And
that'll be Smith's third foul.
been a clean game, so we don't want to say anything there.
Third foul of the quarter for River Valley. Xavier Hensel subs in here for the Vikings. Chafin bounces it in to Glue. Right wing now Glue. Stops, feeds it over to Kent. Left wing, guns the three. Off the heel, no good. There's Aiden Kinney once again flying in for the rebound. Carson Smith into the front court. Swings it left wing. Ebert a three and hits. Chase Ebert now with 9. The other end, Stephen Glue, offensive rebound, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, last touched by River Valley. Stephen Glue, even though he's only had 4 points here tonight, he has 7 rebounds for the Tigers.
Yeah.
He hasn't had the best of shooting nights, but he's really working himself.
Very active on the glass and contributes.
Fusion spins at the free throw line, now goes towards the right block, lobs it up, can't get the roll. But it will be a foul regardless.
Almost had an and one, but it kind of bounced out.
River Valley leading 55-33, 2:18 to play here in the third quarter. And Galion.
You just got to feel like Galion's got to get a run here real quick.
I mean, what do you say here? By the end of the third quarter, they probably have to at least have this under 15.
I would say so.
And right now it's at 21 after the made free throw by Cohen Fusion.
You know, unless River Valley just goes ice cold in the fourth quarter, you know, you're going to have a tough time to make up that deficit that you had at halftime when it was 44-24. But we've seen stranger things happen in high school basketball.
Second free throw good as well. He's got 7.
Yep.
And it's 55-35. Aiden Kinney, middle of the lane off the assist from Chase Siebert.
2 points, Vikings.
57-35. Reverse lay-in good for Capretta. For Galion, and it's 57-37. Another deep three. This time, Carson Smith drains it. And it's 60-37. Carson Smith with 23. Chafin from the wing kicks it over here to Glue, right wing to Fusion. Fusion tries to answer with a three. It's off the right side, no good. Loose ball on the floor, and that one actually caroms this time to Aiden Kinney. And they'll be quickly ahead of the pack. And laying it in is Sawyer Weston from the right side, and it's 62-37. And they just hit you so quick with these outlet passes and get up and down the floor, does River Valley.
Yep.
Chafin, right wing, stops, feeds it left point over to Stephen Glue. Glue picks up his dribble, feeds it in the corner to Longwell, out to Chafin on the wing. Step back, left point. Shovels it over to Fusion, right wing to Stephen Glue, top of the key to Capretta. They'll swing it around the perimeter. It'll be Longwell driving inside and turning it over. Picked off by Sawyer Weston, ahead to Aiden Kinney, lays it up and in.
Again, turnover to points. 27-point lead with 35 to go in the quarter.
64-37, Chafin a deep three in and out. And Aiden Kinney once again another rebound. Here's Weston driving the length of the floor. Loses it into the hands of Longwell here for Galion. Longwell trying to go coast to coast, can't connect. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by the Tigers.
I've got Kenny.
With 16 seconds
I got
left
Kenny
here
with 15 boards.
in the third quarter.
Carter Myers into the game for the Vikings.
Yeah, we're right on it. 15. And they're out rebounding Galion 24-18. It's kind of gotten a little bit closer in the second half.
But some of the misses that Galion has made get rebounds and they put back and they miss that. So, you know, you got to convert those.
64-37, 9 seconds left here in the quarter. River Valley with the lead. Ebert driving baseline up and in.
Chase Ebert.
Just a little hesitation dribble and he drives and scoops it up and in. 1 second left here in the quarter. Stephen Glue floats it up, no good, but it wouldn't have counted anyway. And that takes us to the end of the third quarter, where River Valley has a 66-37 lead on top of Galion. You're listening to high school basketball here on WQEL and the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Here on WQEL and the OH Report, 66-37. River Valley leading Galion. It'll be Carson Smith, Aiden Kinney, Hudson Pollock, Xavier Hensel, and Carter Myers on the floor here for the Vikings. Smith tries a three and off the front side, and it rolls off no good. Stephen Glue with the rebound here for Galion. Quickly working ahead to Miller. It's also Mason, Kent, Capretta on the floor, as well as Stephen Glue. And there's Carter Myers with a rebound here for the Vikings. 66-37. Kinney working on the left wing here for River Valley. Left wing over to Carson Smith. Back to Kinney on the block. Is blocked out of bounds by Capretta. Dominic Capretta with a nice block out of bounds. And still 66-37. River Valley. Carson Smith off the inbounds. Gets the ball back. Off the heel. No good. Gets his own rebound up and in. 68-37. Carson Smith with a game-high 25 points for River Valley. Mason to Capretta, far side corner, drives baseline off the glass. No good, but a foul. 68-37. River Valley with the lead with 7:03 to go. And Galion's Dominic Capretta at the line, and the first one is good.
Running out of space for Carson and
I know, I'm running out of
Kenny
space
with
for
the
rebound.
rebounding.
Running out of points here.
I'm going to get some wider columns on these stat sheets.
Need to go to excel, you know.
Yep.
Kenny gets a gift rebound here from Carson Smith, as the free throw was missed by Capretta. Smith, left wing, gives it to Kenny, middle of the lane, floats it up and can't get it to fall. Capretta the rebound here for Galion. Working ahead, across the timeline. Yeah, that last free throw was our only missed free throw here tonight.
Yep.
Galion 4 of 5, River Valley 6 of 6. Pollock, Myers, and Hensel sit down. Starters come out here for River Valley. They're in the game. Same with Galion.
Yep.
Besides
Miller? Or no?
Mason's in instead of, as we have a foul here as Stephen Glue drives to the basket, instead of Cohen Fusion, excuse me.
Okay.
So it's Glue, Kent, Mason, Chafin, and Miller, which Mason did start the game for Galion, but Fusion did as well. Chafin was on the bench, and he started the second half. Stephen Glue's first free throw, no good. He had trouble in the Galion game, and he came out before the end of halftime. Coach Sanders and Galion, the whole team, I mean, they're leading at halftime against Pleasant, and he comes out and he's shooting free throws. So obviously that's something that they've been working on, and now he rattles in the second one. 68-39. River Valley with the lead. It will be Ebert trying to get it to Smith on the corner. Kent, like a defensive back in football, takes it away and drives the length of the floor and lays it in. Carson Smith steps back to Kenny. Near side corner to Chase Smith. Line drive three and drills it. Chase Smith now with 12.
And the Vikings are up 30, and I think Galion's just going to try to keep this close from this point.
Yeah, Chafin misses a three. Offensive rebound, no good for Kent. Ball loose, picked up by Mason in the front court. Cooper Kent slicing through and laid it in. Kind of scooped it up, did Cooper Kent. And he's got 13 here for Galion. Five minutes to go, and another turnover here by River Valley. Kind of getting a little sloppy here, but Stephen Glue with the steal. Quickly ahead, it'll be Miller in the far side corner. Tries to dump it down to Mason on the block, and it's knocked out of bounds. 71-43, River Valley on top with 5:07 to go here in the game. Chafin tries to get it into Mason and instead throws it out of bounds. Last touched by Galion. That'll be their 15th or...
I've got 16, but...
16 or 20 or...
I don't think I've got 20, but...
we're all working here, right?
Yep. We're all coming off the Christmas break and the layoff, right?
Yep. So is Chase Smith, but he misses the three. Rebound by Kenny inside. Fadeaway jumper, no good, but he's fouled. Kenny just a force inside on those rebounds.
I've got him with 17 total rebounds.
I have him with 18, so.
How many offensive do you have?
Offensive, I have 6.
That's the difference. Okay, we got 18.
First free throw good for Kenny. Second one as well. He's got 12. They are 8 of 8 from the line, River Valley.
Really nice game.
They have not missed a free throw here tonight.
Coach Brown will be pleased when he looks at the stat sheet when he sees that.
Hopefully he doesn't look at ours.
Well, he doesn't. He looks at theirs.
I know that one. We'll have a foul here against River Valley.
Foul's called on Chase Ebert.
Go against Chase Ebert. That'll be the third for him and the third of the quarter. Stephen Glue and Quinn Miller have a seat. Dominic Capretta. And now we get a little shaky here. Nope. Brant Walker into the game for Galion.
Walker.
And Galion misses the shot and loses it out of bounds. So 73-43. River Valley with the lead, 4:25 to go. A 30-point advantage for the Vikings, in which they've really controlled this game from the first quarter.
Yep.
Far side corner to Kenny at the free throw line. Now Carson Smith drives, has it poked around from behind and taken away. Capretta up the middle of the floor, feeds it right wing to Chafin, who drills a three. He's got 18. And it's 73-46 with under 4 minutes to go. Ebert kicks it near side corner. Smith a three, too short. Capretta rips the rebound out of there here for Galion. Quickly ahead, Capretta. Euro step on the block, can't get it to fall off the glass. Rebound here by by Ebert, who leaves it ahead to Carson Smith, who lays it in. And it's 75-46. River Valley with the lead, 3.5 to go. Just the quick outlet passes, I can't say enough for River Valley. They do a nice job of turning around and finding the open man.
Absolutely.
Chafin, hesitation dribble, floater with the left hand, no good, but he gets his own rebound, does Chafin. And then turns it over. Kenny with the steal, and it's thrown out of bounds. Last touch by Dominic Capretta.
You know, Carson Smith has 27, but 3 River Valley players have 12 each. Kenny, Kenny, Smith, and Weston, I believe.
Coach Sanders is going to take a timeout.
Yep.
Let's take one as well. 75-46. Just over 3 minutes to go here in this ball game. River Valley on top. You're listening to high school basketball on WQEL and the OH Report.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Where the Vikings hold a 75-46 lead on top of Galion. They have the basketball and a host of substitutions for both teams. It'll be Myers a 3, no good. And the rebound in the corner for Galion will be Fusion. Quickly ahead, and they're going to wave it off. We'll have a foul on the floor as Capretta laid it in, but they're going to say the foul was on the floor. Will be the 14th foul against the Vikings. Owen Osting with his first foul. Left wing Capretta. To Mason at the free throw line. Kicks it over to Walker, who drives and is blocked. Quickly ahead to Hudson Pollock. Pollock up the floor, lays it in.
Field goal, Hudson Pollock.
77-46. And from the left side, no good. And the rebound by Osting here for the Vikings. Ahead to Myers. 77-46, River Valley on top with 2:10 to play. Hensel, right wing, thought about a 3, kicks it over left wing to Luke Exline, who drops it in, does Axline to Osting, who lays it in from left of the rim, and it's 79-46. And a foul here, and we're going to have 2 free throws upcoming with 1:54 left in the game. Obviously, the fans starting to kind of pile out of here.
We have 10 Vikings and 9 Tigers have been in the game by our count, so both teams getting a lot of looks at some of their younger kids, especially in the last couple of minutes.
Cohen Fusion at the line, 79-46.
I'm not going to lie, I thought this would be about an 8 to 10 point game at most.
As he knocks in the second free throw. He ends the day with 8 points, does Cohen Fusion. Right?
I didn't keep it, but I think you're right.
Myers, a 3, and hits. Carter Myers from the right wing, and it's 82-47. Minute 40 to go. Ball tipped up in the air. It'll be Walker, far side corner. Tries a three off the right side, no good. And there's Osting to clear it out for River Valley. With a minute and a half to go, Pollock slows it up for River Valley. Myers dumps it down the axe line. They'll kick it left wing. Hensel, a three. Air ball. Ball loose on the floor. Pollock dives for it in the corner. And he's out of bounds. 82-47, River Valley with the lead and the basketball. And Anthony, I mean, obviously this one's pretty much wrapped up here. And
yeah, it's been all Vikings. And I'm surprised. I thought this would be about an 8 to 10 point game at the most.
And now we have the running clock, but obviously it's been
kind of a moot point with under a minute, but.
And when you let Carson Smith, I mean, he gets loose there in that first half.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, there's not much you can do because at that point, it's just seeing the beach ball fly into the ocean if you're Carson Smith at that point.
Clock continues to run. We're under 25 seconds to go, and River Valley will pick up a win, and they will go to
6-3. 4-2 in the MOAC.
Yep, Galion will drop to 5-3 and 4-2. So both teams still in the hunt, obviously. A lot of ball to be played yet in this.
They're going to say that foul was on the floor, but that's going to do it regardless. As River Valley wins this one, 82-47 is your final over the Galion Tigers. They move to 6-3 on the season, 4-2 in the MOAC. Galion falls to 5-3. 4-2 overall in the conference. Stay tuned here on WQEL and the OH Report. We'll wrap this one up right after this.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
Galion, in which they led from the very beginning to win 82-47, and after one quarter it was 26-15 River Valley, then 44-24 at the half, and they wrapped this one up with that 82-47 win, led by Carson Smith with 25 points for River Valley, and he was just hitting threes there in that first half all over the place, and you couldn't ask for a much better shooting performance for him. And River Valley, they out-rebounded Galion tonight 33-25 and did not miss a free throw as well. And some of your final numbers. Anthony, you got the point totals there?
Try to multitask here, bud.
You got it.
You're asking a lot of an old man. Okay, you want Galions?
Yeah, go ahead and give Galions.
Carson Fusion with 8 points. Elijah Chafin with 18. Stephen Glue with 5. Cooper Kent with 13. And Capretta with 3 for a total of 47. They had 17 of a lot of field goal attempts. It's going to take me a second to add it up.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Stephen Glue also had 8 rebounds. Cooper Kent I had with 8 as well.
I had him with 9, but either way you want to go, that's good.
Yeah, still a good performance there from Cooper Kent.
Very good performance.
And for Galion, they had 16 turnovers on my count. We also had 22 on some of these counts, but nevertheless, not a great game.
I had 17 or 18, but yeah, obviously way too many. For River Valley scoring, give you a quick rundown there. Carson Smith, 5 twos, 5 threes, 2 of 2 free throws for 27 points.
27 points for Carson Smith.
Sawyer Weston with 10 points. A 3-point shot for Xavier Hensel for a total of 3. Chase Ebert, 4 field goals, 2 for 2 for 11. Chase Smith, 3 twos and 2 threes. Try saying that, for a total of 12 points. Hudson Pollock, 1 field goal for 2 points. Aiden Kenny, 5 field goals, 2 for 2 from the line for 12 points and a bunch of rebounds.
I have 18.
I have, 18 rebounds. So unbelievable performance for him. Also for River Valley to finish out their scoring real quick. Lost my place. 1 3-point shot for Carter Myers for a total of 3. And a 2-point field goal for Owen Osting for a total of 2. So right. 82 to 47 in favor of River Valley in this MOAC battle. And I said at the beginning, I thought this would be a closer game. But as you said, they kind of got away from Galion early with the threes and up and down the floor, the pace. We kind of thought maybe Galion couldn't quite keep up with that pace, and it kind of hurt them a little bit. But I'm sure they're going to learn from this and get better.
All right, so with that, coming up next for you and Josh tomorrow, right, on WQEL, you'll have Winford and Crawford. We got
Winford and Crawford girls Friday night, and then we're going to have Winford and Crawford boys
on Saturday.
On Saturday with you. So we got a lot of basketball coming up in the next 48 hours or so, and no Ohio State game to compete with and all that. So people can get out and watch the game, hopefully. And, we're getting into the middle part of the season here in January, so for us, mostly N10, but we got to see a good MOAC battle. I'm still going to say it was a good battle because both of these teams are good teams. Yeah. And I think Galion's going to be right in the thick of it.
And you never know what can happen when it's on their home court next. And
yeah, absolutely. They'll play over there probably in a few weeks. And, it could be different over there. But tonight it was all River Valley. And do we have a player to pick? Or?
Yeah, we have a player of the game here on WQEL. You can stay tuned to the OH report. We'll have our player of the game for River Valley over there. But for Galion, it was Elijah Chafin, 18 points, a couple of rebounds, and a steal for Elijah Chafin. Courtesy of the Lewis family, McDonald's, W. Cyrus, and Galion. So congratulations to him.
And for Elijah, that's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
He didn't start the game, and he came in and
finished it all.
Provided quite a spark for Galion as they tried to, claw and scratch their way back into this. He was a big part of trying to get them there. So good effort there.
All right. So with that, going to wrap things up here on WQEL. 82-47 your final. River Valley over Galion. For Anthony Conchel here with me. Sean Kreider back in the studio. Adam Thompson on the OH Report. I'm Jared Moore signing off, saying so long and good night.
Good night, everybody.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.
Report with our MVP player of the game, courtesy of Marion County Now, and that would be none other than Aiden Kinney. Congratulations, Aiden.
Thank you.
The first thing that came out to mind from 18 rebounds is what I have. You just destroyed the glass. You average over 10 a game regardless, but what does that mean, part of your game, to just corral 18 rebounds?
Oh, well, I know. I mean, most of it's just all effort. You got to go out and grab every board you can, and I know that if I can get a rebound, I can put it back up or dish it out to my teammates because they're great shooters, and that's what I know I can do.
Yeah, and you did that well. I mean, there's a couple different times you basically pass at the length of the floor after grabbing those rebounds and helping out your teammates. You have the 12 points as well. Just talk a little bit about Carson Smith. He has his 28 points, and it just seems like it's effortless for him.
Yeah, I mean, we know he's our best shooter, and if the ball's in his hand, then we know we're doing good because if you can get an open shot, it's going in. So we like it when it's in his hands.
Coming off a couple of losses recently, what did Coach Brown kind of talk about in practice lately to kind of get you guys back on track?
Well, we knew that Galion was a good team this year, and they had a lot of shooters, so we knew that we had to go and play all 4 quarters and make sure we just get a hand up on their shooters and play sound defense because we know that defense wins championships.
For certain, and you guys have another tough contest here against Watterson coming up on Saturday. What do you look forward to in that?
Well, it's a rematch from district championship, and we would like to get revenge. So they got another big guy that we're going to have to play good defense on and a lot of shooters. So as long as we give it our all, I know we can beat them.
All right, Aiden, thanks for joining us here on the OH Report and our MVP player of the game.
Thank you.
Welcome to Marion County Now, the heartbeat of our neighborhood, the fountain of our news. We're local, we're pertinent, and we're all about you. We're dedicated to keeping you in the loop, involved, and linked with the community. And the cherry on top, our service doesn't cost a dime. Marion County Now, our neighborhood, our news.